Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a walkthrough tour of my home studio. Since the release of the Inspired EP, I've gotten a lot of great comments and questions, people wanting to know kind of what my process is like, things that I used on the recording, and this is going to be answering a lot of those questions. Plus I just figured it would be cool for you to see where everything kind of takes place. I've kind of unintentionally been off of YouTube for a while. I've been very busy and I didn't have really a whole lot of time to communicate anything music related or produce anything music related. So I do have some days off of work this week, so I want to try to catch you guys up on some great content before I go back to work. So here it is, and appropriately titled, Caution, Ear Protection Required in This Area. This is where it all goes down. Why not start with a guitar arsenal? This is everything in my inventory this year. Let's start with this bad boy. This is my Squier Affinity Series P bass. And guys, I know a lot of folks throw shade at Squier and Epiphone for being cheaper brands, but you guys don't really have to spend a whole lot of money to sound good. This is the only bass guitar that is used on the recording. And I love the fact that it has a jazz pickup in addition to the precision pickup, because it's almost like having two bass guitars in one guitar. And I really have a great bass for any occasion. I did do a small demo of this guy back in January, but y'all really couldn't hear the bass too well, so I'll probably do an in-depth shootout of this guy soon. I highly recommend it. And it is going through my mind to get some upgraded pickups because I think the bass recordings would sound a lot better. And I actually turned out to be a halfway okay bass player, so why not? And over here, you guys know this one. I did a gear review on this guy a few months back. This is my Dean 1980 Cadillac with Seymour Duncan pickups. This is one of the best guitars I've ever owned, and I got it for next to nothing at Sam Ash around Christmas time last year. You do hear it on quite a few tracks on Inspired. Unfortunately, no leads on the album were recorded with this guitar, but it is massive sounding. And y'all know this guy. I just did a gear review on this one. This is my 1960 Epiphone Les Paul Tribute Plus. If I can ever work this selfie stick, you'll see it better. Yeah, my primary go-to for songwriting and for a lot of recording purposes. For me, it's all about a Les Paul. I'd be lost without this guy. Here's something you don't see. This was a gift from my mother-in-law. This is an incredible, beautiful Yamaha acoustic guitar. She got it from a yard sale last year, ended up giving it to me. I was going to record the verses to What Love Can Do with this guitar, but it does have a unique issue on the first two strings. If you play them open, it sounds like string buzz, a lot like fret buzz. But the frets look really good in my opinion, so I don't know if it's something in the nut or if the bridge bone was sanded down too much, because this thing has stupid low action for an acoustic guitar. I can do full bends, sweep arpeggios, you name it. It can shred like my Les Paul or that Flying V. So I'm wondering if the prior owner was a hard rock player or a bluegrass player or someone that required a lot of speed. I don't know what causes this, so if any of you guys have any ideas what might be wrong with this Yamaha, please let me know. So if I can fix it myself, that's what I'll do. If not, I might have to pay someone to fix it. I'm not a real expert on acoustics. This is cute. This is my daughter's Hannah Montana guitar. I'm encouraging her to rock out whenever, so she doesn't really touch it, but it's cute. It's my baby's guitar. Alright, so this is an artifact. My buddy George, who is like a dad to me, just passed this down to me last week. He's going to give it to his granddaughter. This is a nylon Spanish guitar. Now, it looks like it's old as dirt. It is missing a tuning peg, and it's nylon. I've never had a nylon guitar, so it does sound really, really different. It feels good. Now, look at that bridge. I don't even know how old this sucker is. And it's an Italian brand. If I can get inside that sound hole, let's see. I think it's Gagliano. Let me move this sucker up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Gagliano classic guitar. I don't know if this is like an authentic Spanish guitar. It is made in Korea, but just looking at the wear on this guitar, I would assume it's several years old. Look at just the wear on the fretboard. So if you guys know anything about this, please let me know. I'm going to try to fix it for him, get some nylon strings. I may even do a video with it because I've always wanted to play a nylon guitar. So please, if y'all know anything about this brand or this guitar, please let me know. Alright, so down to the recording part. This is the legendary SM57. Yes, it does have a dent in it. I got it for a damn good deal in Virginia Beach a couple years back. This is what captures all of my guitar tones. I would like to expand and use some different mics when I start recording again. I think I may have confused some folks on my last gear review of the Les Paul, but all of my guitar sounds, all of my guitar tones are from this Marshall JCM 2000 DSL. I do not know if it's an original from '97 or something that came a few years after that, but this is the real deal. My only gripe about it is there's just not enough channels for me, and I do have to run it kind of hot with the Tube Screamer, and there's no foot switch, which makes recording clean passages a little difficult. I would like to have another guitar head in the future. I will not sell this one because this does sound huge. You can sound big with this sucker with minimal effort. I just would like to have another head to blend it with. This is my Marshall 1960 lead cab. There's no impulse responses used on the record. It is all the Shure SM57 in conjunction with this cab and this head. Let's take a look at these pedals. I haven't really ever explained my pedals. I don't have a pedal board yet, but hopefully soon. Alright, this guy right here is a secret weapon. It is the Boss CS3 compression sustainer. I use it on my overdrive channel. I don't squash it down, but I basically use it as a low-end boost to make me sound fatter. And plus the sustain from my guitar solos are even crazier with this thing on. So it makes me sound that much bigger. It kind of acts like a Sustainiac pickup if you guys are familiar with them. It's just in a pedal form and it does so well with my sound. It's kind of like a Boss version of a BBE Sonic Stomp. And this is the only thing I use for overdrive, the legendary Ibanez TS9 Tube Screamer. This is not a reissue. This is not an anniversary thing. This is an original. The knobs are falling out. This thing is beat to hell, but it sounds amazing. And this is the only thing I use to overdrive my Marshall with. Sometimes I'll bump up the drive and some of the output on guitar solos to get a little extra air, but this thing sounds amazing and it's usually used as a clean boost. And this is one of my favorites right here. This is my Boss CH1 Super Chorus. I usually only use this on the clean channel, so all the clean passages you heard on Inspired had this pedal on it because I feel like clean tones should be atmospheric and make you feel something. So there's always reverb from the amp. I don't use any outboard reverbs on the guitars. And then this Super Chorus. The Super Chorus sounds so good. And there's really not a bad way to use this pedal. I haven't found a really bad sounding combination. So when you're listening through my clean passages that are recorded, this pedal is on all of them. Now this is a gem right here. This is my Behringer VD400 vintage delay. And I know people give Behringer a lot of crap for being cheap, but this is an amazing pedal. It sounds huge, and it only cost me like 40 or 60 bucks on Amazon. And all the leads, all the solos on Inspired use this pedal, with the exception of The Wall and What Love Can Do. And those use some native delays in Studio One. But I love the sound of vintage analog delays, and this thing does slapback, echo, you name it, and it's huge. This pedal is loud as hell. So I definitely recommend you all trying this, buying this. I mean, I've never had an issue with any Behringer equipment I've ever had. It's just for working class folks like myself that want to sound great. Guys, y'all don't have to break the bank. I always keep this in my effects loop because that's where it sounds best. And of course, the Boss Noise Suppressor NS2, and it squashes everything, and I get such a clean sound out of it. I mean, you can't live without a Boss Noise Suppressor. And at last, the guitar everyone associates me with, my Dean 35th Anniversary Flying V in Sunburst, Cherry Sunburst, with the DiMarzio pickups. What can I say? This is a shred machine. It was made in 2012. This is only 150 of these are made, and this is number 104, and I'm never letting this bad boy go. It is, I've always been a Flying V man, and this is like a dream come true. To have this, and for as cheap as Guitar Center was selling it with nothing wrong, there was no way I could pass it up. I remember wanting this guy back when they first came out. And now I have it. And here is the recording sessions. Recording station, rather. This is one of the primary questions people have for me. What interface do you use? I use the PreSonus AudioBox i2. The DAW software that I use is Studio One Professional 4. I highly recommend it. And I did get this in like a producer pack. There's my Elixir strings. Only kind I ever use. It came with these great studio monitors that sound absolutely amazing. That's a picture my mother-in-law gave me. She is just awesome. With the software, the interface, and the monitors put together, I think I want to... oh, geez, I can't speak English. I think I only spent about $400 total, and then I upgraded to Studio One 4 Professional for like an additional $100. So you're still looking at paying half the price of the latest Pro Tools, or Pro Tools 7. And guys, y'all don't have to have Pro Tools. I do need to clean this screen though. To sound good. I mean, this does everything Pro Tools does for a fraction of the cost, and it's intuitive, which is great for a guy like me who's been recording, you know, for nearly 12 years. Most of my experience was outboard experience, you know, DP24s from Tascam, DP8. So it took the know-how that I already had and just made it come to life without having to watch hours and hours of YouTube tutorials. And guys, it's just several $100 less, and it has everything you need. Whether you're just starting out, or if you have experience and want something that you don't have to fight with or have to spend a whole lot of time learning, I really urge you guys to try PreSonus Studio One. And the interfaces are great. I do want to upgrade an interface to something that can handle a little more, and I do want an outboard mixer at some point, but that's in the future. Of course, what is life as a guitar player without the System 65 Dunlop cleaning system? Every time I change strings on my guitar, I polish the fretboard and the guitar body, because it's important to take care of your stuff. String winder, wire cutter, blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, look, look. Papa 4. I love Ghost. And my bestest buddy, Corey. he got me this Funko Pop character of Papa 4. So he's chilling out right here. And then for Christmas last year, I think, he got me this Eddie from Iron Maiden. So not only do I have Eddie chilling out on one side, I've got Papa 4 on the other side, and also something really important. My son's ashes, he passed away 5 years ago. So I keep a little shrine of my boy right here, and he inspires me. Alright guys, well that's it. That was the tour of my studio. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any more questions, comments, if you want tips, requests, anything like that, please comment them below and I will respond in a video. And in the comments, more than likely. Also, don't forget, if you like any of the songs you've heard during the course of this video, I've got links to each of the songs below. Don't forget, you guys can download and stream Inspired absolutely free from Reverb Nation. I've got the link down here below. Also, you can check them out here on YouTube as well. I've got more content coming. Thank you for joining me in this slightly dysfunctional tour of my home studio. I hope you enjoy it, and there's more content coming soon. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.